If you're dealing with that awful shooting pain from sciatica, you know exactly how frustrating it can be, right? You might take pills, but they just kind of mouse the problem. So what if there was a way to get to the root of it and find relief like almost right away? Well, let's get right into this simple but incredibly powerful 3-step protocol that's designed to do just that.
Okay, I want to start with a number that might actually shock you. 78%. Now, what do you think that is? It's not the number of people who get sciatica. Nope. It's something way more important, something that could be the absolute key to your relief. You heard that right. A massive 78% of people are trying to feel better with stretches that are actually making their sciatic nerve angrier. It's wild, right? It means all those well-intentioned efforts could be the very thing holding you back from feeling better.
So this brings up a really important question for you. Is it possible that the hamstring stretch you've been doing religiously, the one you were told would help, could it actually be part of the problem? It's a tough question to ask, but it's exactly why we need to rethink this whole thing. And here's the big takeaway. The issue isn't stretching itself. Not at all. The problem is the kind of stretching we're doing. See, a nerve that's already irritated and screaming doesn't want to be yanked on and aggressively lengthened. No way. It needs to be gently moved around. And you can really see the difference right here. On one side, you've got that aggressive stretching, which is like forcefully pulling on a nerve that's already super sensitive. That just makes it more irritated and painful. But on the other side, we have something called nerve gliding. Think of it as gentle, soothing movement. The goal isn't to force a stretch, it's to help the nerve just slide and glide freely, the way it's supposed to. It calms everything down and reduces the pain. Honestly, this is a total game changer. So how do we actually do this? How do we put this whole nerve gliding idea into practice? Well, that brings us to the solution. It's a protocol we call the Holy Trinity, a perfect 3-step system designed specifically for sciatica relief. Yup, the full name is the Sciatica Holy Trinity Nerve Glide Protocol, and each of its 3 parts plays a super important role in calming that nerve and supporting your back. So let's break them down one by one. And here they are. You've got the cat-cow glide to get the nerve moving, the pelvic bridge to build a strong core, and the vacuum decompression to create some space. Together, they're like the perfect team for relief. Let's start with that first movement. All right, first up is the cat-cow glide, and I want you to completely forget about any aggressive stretching here. This is all about gentle, smooth movement to get that nerve feeling comfortable again. Now, the goal here is pretty cool. It's basically to floss your sciatic nerve. I know it sounds weird, but imagine you're gently guiding a string back and forth to clear out any sticky spots. That's what we're doing for the nerve. We're helping it move without yanking on it. It's so powerful because it's so gentle. And it's super easy to do. You're just going to start on your hands and knees. As you breathe in, let your belly drop down and look up a bit. That's your cow pose. Then, as you breathe out, you round your spine up to the ceiling like an angry cat. The key here is just to make it a smooth, continuous, and totally pain-free motion. Okay, for our second movement, we're going to shift gears from moving the nerve to supporting it. This is the pelvic bridge, and this isn't just for right now relief. This is about building a strong foundation so the pain doesn't come back. So the goal here is to wake up and strengthen those deep core and glute muscles. You know, they're like a natural corset for your spine. When they're strong, they provide all the stability you need to take the pressure off that sciatic nerve for good. So to do it, just lie on your back with your knees bent. First, gently press your lower back into the floor. That gets your core engaged. Then, squeeze your glutes and lift your hips up until your body makes a nice straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Hold it for just a second, and then lower back down really slowly and with control. And now for the third and final move of our trinity, the vacuum decompression. This is the one that often gives you that instant, feeling of relief, because it literally creates space right where you need it the most. The whole idea is to gently decompress everything. By hugging your knees to your chest, you're opening up those little spaces between your vertebrae. This creates this subtle little vacuum effect that helps pull the pressure away from that irritated nerve. And this one is just beautifully simple. Lie on your back and just gently pull both knees in toward your chest, like you're giving yourself a big hug. You can either just hold it right there, or you can add a little gentle rock from side to side, which feels amazing on your lower back. The most important part is to just breathe deep and try to let all that tension go.
And there you have it, 3 simple moves that work together to create a complete system. So let's just do a quick recap so you know exactly how this all fits together on your path to relief.
Just remember the 3 pillars. First, you have the cat-cow glide to gently floss the nerve. Second, you have the pelvic bridge to build that strong foundational support. And third, the vacuum decompression to create that immediate space and relieve pressure.
And before you start, please remember this. Let it be your mantra. This is not a workout. You are not trying to push through pain. Gentle, consistent practice every day is going to get you so much farther than trying to do too much too fast. The most important thing is to just listen to your body. So now you have it. You have a clear, effective plan that helps you avoid the big mistakes so many people are making. The only question left is, are you ready to stop fighting with the pain and start working with your body to find that freedom of movement again?